Changes are just the first steps to lifting student achievement.
And there's one possible sweetener for kids thinking about attending a charter school.
The government have just banned cell phones in schools.
You might not have to comply with the Prime Minister's ban on cell phones.
Charter schools will have autonomy, so they won't be forced to do things such as the cell phone ban.
Okay, so this is where the devil comes out. They have autonomy. So, Brian Tamaki, forget Brian Tamaki. Church X starts up a charter school, jumps through all the hoops. They have autonomy, starts teaching that gay community are devils. They're all going to hell. Starts teaching, and remember, I've had a lot of experience in this world, that men are superior to women. Men are the head of the household. Women need to be submissive. They have autonomy, right? And that's what I'm saying. Where does that line go? They'll have some standards to live up to, but I suspect those standards will be based on learning outcomes. What about the teaching outcomes? What about what they're going to put into kids? And if people kind of go, well, that's religion. That's okay. So the white race is superior. Nothing illegal about saying that. School has autonomy. What if that school gets set up as a charter school? They have autonomy. The rules in these new schools don't have to align with the rules in state schools. I find that quite terrifying, and I need more detail to figure out if this is a devil we should be worried about or not, Chewy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, who's in charge of whatever these guys have on the curriculum? Apparently just the school, with no oversight from the state, even though they are getting state funding. This is $150 million that's been taken away from just normal stream schools. It's crazy. There are studies of the eye-watering amount of money that goes per student in a charter school. And when we're talking about value for money in school lunches, but he's going to supercharge the per pupil cost of teaching for his special pet project private schools.
Yep.
On public money.
Yep.
Like, I agree. That first thing of traditional schooling doesn't fit for everyone. But we've heard from Christopher Luxon tonight that it does work for everyone. These guys can't pull in the same direction if their life depended on it. Yes, there is a place for non-traditional schooling, but I think if they have their hand out for public funding, then we have to have a say in what their curriculum is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yes, we will get St. Adolph's School for the Racially Pure, or turbocharge anti-gay Destiny fucking Institute for the Hateful.
Let's address that.
It's ridiculous.
Let's address this, because Destiny was turned down several times when we had a last charter school. Do you know who's someone who thinks they shouldn't have been turned down, Chewy?
Oh, go on.
David Seymour. Keep watching.
I absolutely think it's ironic. This is actually really crazy.
New charter schools will launch from 2026, and existing state schools can convert from next year.
We are very interested in the possibility of being able to move back. When we came back over to mainstream, it was really difficult to shine.
They wish to have the kind of flexibility and autonomy over their funding to be able to employ without rigid union contracts, and to be able
pay people less. So in other words, the workers at the charter schools, the schools don't want to have to abide by the employment laws of the land. That's literally what he's saying. The schools don't want to have to abide by, all those teachers unions that look after the rights of teachers and the contracts of teachers. These schools won't have to worry about treating their teachers well at all. Literally what he's saying. Literally.
Without rigid union contracts, and to be able to chart their own destiny.
Speaking of which, preacher Brian Tamaki says he expects David Seymour will deliver a Destiny charter school.
Well, what I see today is you're a good man who makes a lot of difference.
Officials previously rejected such a school, worried students would be forced to attend Destiny Church.
And I want to say to you today, I'm sorry for that decision. That was wrong.
There you go. Destiny Church. He was supportive of Destiny Church, and now he's in charge.
Destiny should have had a charter school.
The controversial preacher believes Destiny should be the first cab off the rank.
Of course he does. So, thank you for, I think it was later on the messaging. Thank you for your message about Destiny Church got turned around several times, but look who thought they should have got one. And what is he doing now? Well, he's kind of in charge of this whole thing. So yes, Destiny Church will get a charter school.